In the news tonight, APNU Slums Minister over broken system claim following teen dragging incident.
She has been sitting there for the past 6 years. And if it is indeed that she has inherited a broken system, it was she who broke it.
And City Hall moves to end vending at historic 1763 monument.
I feel a little sad because of it can cut my my little income and stuff, you know how. But at the same time, the place is in a terrible state and they have to do what they have to do.
Opposition Coalition of Partnership for National Unity has joined growing public condemnation over an incident in which a teenage girl was dragged through a city bus park by 2 officers attached to the Child Care and Protection Agency, prompting cause for criminal charges against the officers involved. APNU Member of Parliament Ganesh Maipal sharply criticized Vidya Prasad, the Minister of Human Services and Social Security, over a response to the matter. He said the minister was out of order for claiming that she inherited a broken system.
She has been sitting there for the past 6 years. And if it is indeed that she has inherited a broken system, it was she who broke it. And it is she who must now leave it and get somebody else to fix it. You cannot speak about inheriting a broken system when you were sitting there for 6 years. No other ministry has seen so many staff members leaving and complaining because of bitter treatment, because of politicking in the ministry, and because of favoring people who are associated to her above professional and technical people. The Ministry of Human Services and Social Security is not a political ministry per se. It is a ministry that ought to look after people's interests. It ought to focus on human services and social security for all Guyanese.
According to the opposition member of parliament, the Ministry of Human Services and Social Security and the minister have failed to satisfy their basic mandate.
If Minister Vidya Prasad cannot come to grip and accept that she's failing at that ministry, then she is basically useless in that position. I know she's doing a good job at the Guyana Hindu Dharmic Sabha, and perhaps there is where she should return and stay and allow the ministry to be run by a competent person who will deliver service to the population of Guyana.
Meanwhile, the teen's mother has publicly called for justice, describing the treatment of her daughter as humiliating and embarrassing. She said the manner in which the officers handled the situation has caused significant embarrassment to the child. The 2 officers have since been suspended with immediate effect, pending further investigations.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
One of the things that would distinguish us from the other guys is our advancement in technology when it comes to security. We've been able to actually go ahead and provide home service, home security service, and drone service, among the other service that would have significantly contributed to securing society as a whole.
Vendors operating at the Square of the Revolution in Georgetown has been given 2 weeks to remove their stalls after the City Council moved to prohibit commercial activity at the historic monument site. The notice was issued by the Georgetown Mayor City Council, which said that the decision was taken during its statutory meeting on March 2nd. For years, vendors have conducted business at the site surrounding the 1763 monument, commonly known as the Square of the Revolution. Some vendors said they have been paying a fee to use the location.
Well, honestly, I feel a little sad because of it can cut my my little income and stuff, you know how. But at the same time, the place is in a terrible state and they have to do what they have to do. It can cut out a lot of things for me. I can miss my friends there, everybody who know me over the years, people that I work with, the people that do stuff for me and whatever. My bills to pay and all these different kind of things, but we gotta move on. If they say we have to move because the place is in a bad state, we have to move.
At December, they come, we had to pay 10,000 a week. We used to pay up to January 15.
10,000 a week.
Yeah, 10,000 a week.
When you start paying this money?
From from December to January 15. But then they said I was up to them. They never come back after.
They come and collect money. We have receipts from them collecting money.
And you paying how much a month?
We pay 7,000 a month, right? 7,000 a week. Well, it's a setback, but it's a setback for a setup at some point in time. Hopefully that the government, regularize. So, it's creating employment and everybody looking for daily bread.
The inception, we had an arrangement with the council where we used to pay $1,500 a week to vend, right? But they say it was a temporary something for us to vend. But you must be registered because I'm a registered vendor also.
Several vendors said the move will affect their livelihoods.
Because I had a terrible accident last year, that's why I invest in this. I understand. I had an accident where I lose piece of my finger, messed up this other too. So I was unable to work for quite some time. So me and I had the little savings that I had invested out here. And now they come and tell us that I have to move it, It's hard on me. Where is the next step? Where are you going to find a job if I close this down, right?
Big setback. Yeah, sometimes because you get back to through, you get rent to pay, it's a single parent. Yeah, understand me, it's very hard. When we come after here now, what we going to do? The most I will say is that at least you should have given you a chance, at least fix me some way in some other corner instead of being in front here. Yeah, some because in front here, it's entirely in front here, the problem. Yeah, understand me? At least we could have shift me and carry down some way in some other corner or something than for being in front here.
Well, I plan to take a couple days off, get myself together, and maybe get myself back into a job because I have to provide for my kids.
During the March 2nd meeting, council members unanimously agreed that vending around a national monument should not be permitted, arguing that commercial activity at such sites is generally prohibited in other parts of the world. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.